Alright, so let's go back to the start, and we're going to add our kind of watermark thing. So what we're going to do here is find our PNG file, so that means it's got a transparent background. And we're going to drag that up the top here. And we're just going to extend that by using this red kind of cursor on the end, and we're going to drag that over the extent of the clip. So we can see here it's quite big, which is, you know, for an opening scene that's okay, but we don't want that over the whole thing. It's very distracting. So what we can do here is use our razor tool. We're going to clip it where we want that clip to end. And then we've got two kind of parts of that title we can edit. So the first one's fine. We might just put the effect on that, the dip to black, so we've got consistency in our editing. So if we play it, that should dip to black. Yep, that looks good. But now we can see it kind of dips back up into a large icon, which we don't want. So to edit that, we just make sure we're working on that layer, or that channel 3, video 3. I'm going to double click on that, and we're going to change it by holding shift, keep it in proportion. We're going to make it smaller and just drag it down with the move tool. So now our watermark's going to be here. And we might just put a dip on that. Will we? No, we're not going to put a dip on that. Maybe right at the very end. So let's have a look at our clip now. So yeah, that looks nice. You know, we've got a nice big logo to kind of introduce the shot. We've got nice kind of transition dips. You can see our watermark come up. Maybe we'll put a dip there just to keep it consistent with the rest of the clip. So if it won't let you put a transition, then what we can do is zoom in, put a tiny little gap in the footage. Or even just, you know, move the footage over a tiny bit. Put our cursor where we want the footage to begin. So we can see that tiny gap there, and that'll be enough for us to put a new clip in there. So let's have a look what that looks like. And that looks a bit better. Maybe we'll put another dip there. So as you can see, it takes a while just, you know, editing different parts of this. But you'll get there eventually. I'm going to make those dips short. So let's look at this now. Good. So everything's kind of lining up. Got consistency, and we can see the watermark that's kind of present throughout the clip there. And it's a good position, good size, doesn't get in the way. So we've considered the aesthetics of our project as well. So that's what I'm going to demonstrate for you here. Obviously, you know, you're going to add more clips to kind of present an actual trailer, not just two clips. As I've done here, this is just a demonstration. So the last thing I think we can do is, if you've got a video or an audio clip, which I've downloaded in my downloads folder, we can double click on here and import that. And then the same way you'd put footage on here, we're just going to put the audio onto audio channel 1. We're going to use our razor tool to cut it at the end. We're going to delete the bit that we don't need, so the bit that's playing off the end, and in our effects folder, instead of video transitions, we're going to use audio transitions, crossfade, and exponential fade to fade out of our clip. I'm going to make that a bit longer. So let's see what this looks like with audio. And what I might just do is make sure I've got, see, I've selected so we'll just make sure we got the right playback audio hardware selected. So let's have a look what this looks like with the audio. So it's nice and dramatic. We've got a nice fade on the end of our clip there. I think it works well. So now it's your guys' go. So use those techniques I've just taught you, and yeah, have a go at making your own trailer. I'm interested to see what you guys come up with. One more thing I should show you is how to save or export your film. So to export, we're going to go to File, Export, Media. We want to make sure it's selected as H.264, which is a high definition MP4 file. So we can change the name here, call it National Geographic Trailer. Save it to our desktop or just somewhere safe. Click Save, and we're going to click Export here. And for such a short clip, it's not going to take long. So a minute clip shouldn't take more than 3 or 4 minutes to export. And then we can go and watch that as an exported clip. So that should work quite well here. So as you can see, that hasn't worked. And let's find out why. So we go to our export settings. I think it's because I had the audio selected. So we're going to go File, Export Media. So usually it'll export video and audio, but we're just going to check why that didn't work. So that should work. We've got video and audio selected. So let's try again. See why that didn't work. This one looks like it's taking a little bit longer, so that might mean that it's included video in this one. So let's check this out. Hopefully this one's a bit better. And I can see titles there, so I think that's better. So we can see that that's worked. So I think the important part for exporting is make sure it's a H.264 high definition MP4 file. Yeah, so you guys have a go at this. I'll put that PNG, the kind of National Geographic logo, on Canvas for you to download, and you can use that in your clips. But apart from that, any questions, come and ask me. But yeah, I'm excited to see what clips you guys come up with. All right, thank you.